All right, thank you for joining. So today I wanted to go over POPCAT USDT on the Bybit chart, perpetual contract. And as you can see, I have a lot going on here on my screen. Currently trading on we're currently viewing the 4-hour time frame. And as we can see, we are pretty much in a range, right? So let me go ahead and remove a lot of these right here. Let's go ahead and take off this indicator as well. As you can see, we had a pretty bullish move to the upside. And now we are range bound, right? If it's hard for you to see, this is currently a range. That's the low. And that's the high. If you'd like, you could even put it right here. Slight deviation, swing failure of the low. And then before we made the new high, slight deviation, price came in, back tested, and now we are just hanging out in the range, right? So with that being said, the best areas to look for along would be towards the range lows or the range highs. But if you're looking to enter a long trade after the 4-hour one-time framing has been broken, you're gonna have to make sure that you add a couple more confluences to your thesis, right? So that's what I went ahead and did. So if we go ahead and turn on the fixed range volume profile from the previous week, you can see we tested the previous week point of control, right? We lost the value area high of this week, but we also reclaimed it. Also, I went ahead and pulled some fibs. So from the low to the high, we just back tested the 0.75 fib retracement level. Also, when it comes to this range, when it comes to this impulse from the lows to the current high, we're now tested the 50% retracement mark. So I was expecting to get some sort of a reaction off that level. Let's go ahead and turn on some more key levels. We have a trend line here, which if I go in, let's just say to the 5-minute, you can see we've just broken out of this trend line, right? Back tested it, and we impulsed a little bit higher. We are having a little bit of a sell-off right now, but low time frame, bullish market structure. I would be expecting another test of these levels before before possibly continuing higher. Now let's go ahead and see if there's any other confluences around this zone. Let's go ahead and turn on the monthly. All right, so let's see here. Month of September, nope. I don't think I have any channel IDs or outside of that channel. Let's go ahead and turn that off. And the overall fixed range. Yes, so the fixed range volume profile pull of this upper range, you can see we also tested the point of control. So this is, enough confluences. We have 1, 2, 3 confluences. I guess 5 if you consider the breakout as well, to pretty much enter a scalp long. Now, locally, as you can see, this is clearly the next resistance, right? Go ahead and make that red. Could even make it a little bit bigger just so it's more clear. So right now, you know what? 1 second here. Yeah, it's a little bit better. So right now, this pivot low, which is resistance, support, lost the support, as you can see, back tested as resistance, resistance, resistance. We really need to start trading above this line right here to consider price going up and at least attempting to touch the value area high of the range, right? So we tap the low, tap the high. Typically, price will try to get a full rotation back to the low of the range, value area low. But if this is a failed rotation, we can expect to at least see higher price continuation, take out these highs, and possibly even take out these highs up here. So right now, low time frame, it is bullish. Medium time frame, a little bit more neutral, but on the overall time frame, as you can see, if we zoom out, very bullish price action, right? Just higher highs, higher lows, going all the way up. So right now, I am in a long. Just watching it carefully here. If we start losing these levels, then I'll just exit the trade and look for a better trade a little bit lower towards the range lows, or at least this value area low, which is also lining up with this trend line right here, which I drew before. Also possibly lining up with a swing failure of these lows here too as well. So we'll see how everything pretty much pans out here. All right. Sorry about that. So let's see here. So yeah, POPCAT's very bullish. Right here's a decent area to long with all the confluences. If we fail, look for an entry at around. I'm gonna look for an entry at around $1.18. The best entry obviously would be probably tapping this demand zone down here. All right, resistance, 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 strong impulse out, right? So buyers really stepped in around this area. It's just something to keep in mind. So if we do lose a lot of the levels, then for sure this would be a great area to at least enter along. If all these levels fail and price action just wipes out all of these lows, taking all the liquidity below these lows into the demand zone, yeah, that's exactly what I would be looking to enter a long next, right? Go ahead and put that there. Boom, just like that. Right, so right now we're just watching the charts, seeing how things pan out. Let's see here. You know, you could also draw some channels if you'd like, just to see if there's any extra confluences. Okay. Look at that, see? So you even have the 50% mark of this channel. So this was actually a very decent area to enter along. I'm glad I caught that. So we'll see if this holds up, at least trading up to the value area high or the top of the channel. So we'll see here. Go ahead and put this in here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it with POPCAT. Very straightforward, nothing too crazy. Very bullish chart. Decent area to long, targeting the top of the channel. We need to flip $1.27, $27.50 into support to expect a continuation to the upside. If we don't, then I would be expecting price to come down to at least $1.18. That will be the next area to look for a long, in my opinion. And if that level fails, I'll pretty much be out of looking for a long until we hit this demand zone at around $1.09. All right, so that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe, and post in the comments below what project you'd like to see me chart next. And yeah, not too many comments, so if you do post it, more than likely I will do a video on that project, on that crypto, within 24 to 48 hours. Thank you for joining. Like and subscribe, and take care.